is infinite. How can you even comprehend such a thought? When we think of something that is infinite, our minds often travel to the vast expanse of the universe. We still haven't found the end of it, but we may, and when we do, it will no longer be infinite. When we think of finite, what do we think? Something incredibly small. But now we know that we have not found the smallest item because we cannot explore there. We are therefore stumped at this. How much bigger is the big? And how much smaller is the small? The difficulty in grasping this doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of infiniteness. Mathematics gives us arguably the closest grasp on infiniteness in numbers. By continuing to divide a number in half, we find that we can do it again and again. Through a series of complex equations, mathematicians have been able to give us a map that shows us what infiniteness looks like. But even these graphs struggle to help our minds fully grasp this concept. We are therefore stumped again. How can we ever begin to understand the mind that created all of this? Such a mind is infinitely superior to our own, in ways that to compare our minds would be to compare apples to infinite galactic expanses. How can we ever draw close to such a being? We cannot of our own accord. So does that mean that the experience of living is futile? Does that mean that we are hopeless? If left to us, yes. This being, this ultimate authority, whose words carved out the expanses as if it was an afterthought, created us to be his image bearer on this planet. But we took that right and cast it aside as if it meant nothing, even though we forsook our birthright to rule the earth. He came and restored our place. He in his infiniteness brought unity between us and him. He came and took the place of one who could never fix the brokenness, and he was broken for us. If we can never understand the concept of the infinite, how can we even grasp the infiniteness of this? It is beyond what our minds are even capable of processing. So, how should we respond? We can either allow our minds to disconnect because we cannot understand it, or we allow our hearts to respond. Our hearts unite with the psalmist who wrote, "What is man that you are mindful of him?" Will we shut down and shut him out, or will we let our hearts cry out in joy? Will we set aside our need to know and be satisfied in him who knows our heart's desire? How will you respond?